Hi students, welcome back to the class. The last class we have discussed about role areas, symptom classification. We have discussed about taxonomy also. So what is taxonomy? What is taxonomy? Taxonomy, yes, that is the functional branch of biology that dealing with the identification, nomenclature and classification of living organism. Okay, that is known as what? Taxonomy. Okay, so what is this identification means? Yes, first we are identifying the organism. Okay, first you will see if anything you can first what we are doing, first we are identifying the organism. Okay, then after word nomenclature means it is giving name. Okay, naming. Okay, then after we are find the name of that organism. Okay, and next is what? Classification. Then after we find and this organism that comes under which species or genus, like that. Okay, so this is what taxonomy. Actually this taxonomy, that is literally means arrangement law. What? Arrangement law. Okay, so who is the father of taxonomy? Yes, Carlos Linnaeus is the father of taxonomy. Okay, father of taxonomy who? Carlos Linnaeus. Okay, and next see, this is the level of classification. Now you heard the word what? Species, genus. Okay, so see, this is the level of the classification. Actually it is the science of classification organisms to construct internationally shared classification system. Okay, with each organisms placed into more and more groupings. Okay, inclusive groups. Okay, think about how a grocery store is organized. One large space is divided into departments, such as producing dairy and meats. Then each department further divided into islands. Okay. Then each islet into categories and branches, and then finally a single product. Okay. This organization forms categories to smaller, more specific categories. Okay, categories to specific categories is called what? Hierarchical system. So this is what? Hierarchical system. Okay, small here is small to big. Okay, this is hierarchical system. Okay, see the system. First the downside, that is species. Okay, that is single one, and next is genus. Okay, group of species, that is genus, and family. Group of genus, that is family, and order. Group of family that comes into order, and group of order that is in class. Okay, and group of classes that comes to phylum. Group of phylum that comes under the kingdom. Okay, and group of kingdom that comes in a domain. Okay, so this is the hierarchical level of classification. Okay, clear? So what is this species? A group of living organism. A group of living organism consists of similar individuals capable of exchanging genes and interbreeding. Okay, this is known as what? Species. Okay, yes. So now we are going to discussing this nomenclature. Nomenclature means, yes, giving name. Okay, naming of an organism. Binomial nomenclature is the biological system of naming the organisms, in which the name is composed of two terms. Okay, composed of two terms. Our the first term indicates the genus. First term indicates the genus and the second term indicates the species. Okay, first term indicates the genus and the second term indicates the species of the organism. So, what is biological nomenclature? What is biological nomenclature? The system of binomial nomenclature was introduced by who's this? Carolus Linnaeus. So this also called as a Linnaeus system. What? Linnaeus system. Okay. Binomial nomenclature that introduced who? Carolus Linnaeus, and this also called as, okay, this binomial nomenclature is also called as a Linnaeus system. He is introducing this binomial nomenclature in 1750s. Okay, so in multiple local names makes it extremely difficult to identify the organism. You know that in a dog, every language it's a different names for the dog, so it will be confused. So we need one common name of the organism. Okay, each and every organism having common name, that is scientific name. Okay, scientific name. You know that globally and keep a track of number of species. Okay, this it creates a lot of confusions. A lot of confusion. So a standard protocol came up, that is according to each and every organizations. Okay, each and every organizations and would have scientific names. It's which could be used by everyone to identify an organism. This process of standardized naming is called as what? Scientific names, otherwise nomenclature. What? Nomenclature. Is it clear? Binomial nomenclature. Okay. You know that it will be confused. There is no common name, then how can we find the animal's name? And not only animal's name, each and every living organism having the scientific name. Okay, think about in case of lion. You know that in our Hindi we will tell what it's a sher, and Tamil that is singham, and Malayalam that is simham. Okay, so see now these are all the languages, the different names of this lion. English is that you know that lion. It's a different names. So we need that one common name. It will make a, otherwise it will make a more confusion about that. If anywhere you went, how can you find that one? We don't know the name of that particular area, local name, common name. We don't know that. Then how can we find? Yes, so we need what? The scientific name. Okay, so that is what binomial nomenclature. This binomial nomenclature means it includes two terms. Okay, it indicates two terms, that is genus name and species name. Okay, genus name and species name. This genus name that will be written as capital, starting with the capital letter. Okay, genus name. Okay, first genus name that is starting with the capital, and the species name start with small letter. And this always we are making what? Underlined other way. The scientific names that we are underlined one, otherwise it will be right what? Italics. Okay, Latin or italic. For example, tiger. Okay, example tiger. So what is the scientific name? We will write what? Genus name. Okay, genus name. What is the genus name of tiger? That is Panthera. What? Panthera. Okay, and the species name, that is tigress. What? Tigress. That we will be write in the small letter, that is tigress. Okay, Panthera tigress. Okay, Panthera tigress. So this is the genus name and this is the species name. Okay, and the another example, yes, that's our humans. What is the human scientific name? Yes, that is Homo sapiens. What? Humans, that is Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens. Okay, Homo sapiens. Which one is the genus name? Homo is the genus name and the sapiens is the species name. Okay, and next is frog. Frog, bullfrog, Indian frog. Rana tigrina. What? Rana tigrina. Rana tigrina. Okay. Rana tigrina. This one is the genus. Rana is the genus and the tigrina is species name. Is it clear? Yes. This way we are giving the name of word organisms. Okay. We will take the genus name and the species name. For example, see that in our dog, how their level of classification. Okay. Level of classification of a dog. Okay. What is the species name of dog? That is the canine lymphus is the species name of dog. Canine lymphus. Okay. And genus, that is canis. What? Canis. And family, that is Canidae. What? Canidae. Okay. Order, Carnivora. Why there comes under the carnivora? Carnivora means they are eating bird, yes, flesh eating animals. Okay, carnivora. And this comes under the class, this dog that comes under the class of Mammalia. What? Mammalia. So Mammalia means what? Yes, this having what? Mammary glands. Give birth. Okay, animals give birth and once. Okay. Yes, and next is the dog that comes under the phylum, that is Chordata. Why they are Chordata? They have what? Notochord. Okay, sorry, chordata, spinal cord. Okay, and this comes under the kingdom, that is Animalia. What? Animalia. Okay, so these are the level of classification of what? Dog. In case of dog, okay, see once again, Canis lymphus is the species name and genus name is what? It's a canins and family, that is Canidae, order Carnivora, class Mammalia and phylum Chordata, kingdom Animalia. Okay, this is the order of classification of whose? Dog. So what is this classification? Yes, classification, the systematic grouping of organisms that's categorized on the basis of their similar and dissimilar characteristics and structural relationship, that is known as what? Classification. Okay. So what is classification? Classification, grouping of organisms into categories on the basis of what? Similar and dissimilar characteristics and structural relationship. Okay, structural relationship of an organism, that is known as what? Classification. Okay, so what are the importance of classification? So what is the importance of classification? It enables to study the wide variety of organisms easily. Otherwise, how can we identify the organisms? There is no common name also, just think about it. Then how can we identify the organisms? Yes, so this classification that helps to study the wide variety of an organism. And it helps to identify the identification. You know that in case of plant breeding, we will take the correct desirable, okay, high yield desirable plants to be crossed with the another desirable plant, so as to improve the what? Yield, improve the quality of a plant. Okay, improve the quality of a plant, certain plant. Okay, it give an idea of the improve the idea of common ancestry of an all living organism. We know that which one is our ancestries. Yes, this. Yes, we said what our monkeys are our ancestors. Okay, so we know, so this classification that gives the idea improve the idea of common ancestry of all the living organisms, not only one, all the living organism ancestry. We get the idea about that ancestry of that organisms. Okay, and the next one is to help to the identification of identifying the which characteristics is used to be used as the basis for broadest division. Okay, so these are the importance of classification. I hope all of you understood this topic. Yes, thank you.